Hello, divine creators. I'm holding up an old Webster's dictionary for a reason that I'm going to get to in a minute. If you want to learn about creating in the new 5D world, keep watching, okay? This channeling I'm doing today is going to be a little bit different. If you notice, I'm wearing my Captain America shirt. This means don't take yourself too serious, besides Comic-Con's coming up. And so there's a little thing I wanted to share with you today. I did a channeling for myself that I think applies for everybody right now. So I'm just going to sort of read it off to you. I'll change my voice based upon if I'm talking or my guidance is talking, okay? Please just try to follow along. Let's see. The way of things for Hal seems awkward is the word used to describe what Hal is going through, yes? I reply, yes. Good. It is awkward because Hal knows too much now. Hal feels now fully out of place. Another word for time and place, yes? Yes. Good. What does one do when lost with no map? I reply, try to get their bearings using familiar landmarks. Yes. And when there are no familiar landmarks or signposts, what do? I say, follow my instincts. Good. Another word for intuition, Hal. Yes. So what does your instincts tell you? Be patient. Sit still for a while. Good. For when one is still, do things come to you? I got kind of confused. I said, well, I'm not sure. Excellent. This is the awkward part that confuses you, Brother Hal, for Hal feels always the need to take actions. Does this sound familiar? I say, yes, sitting still does not do this. No, they reply. This is a false way of looking at the energies of creation, Hal. For some energies require passive actions or inner creations. This is the way of the higher realms. Actions of the lower realms way of being are actions, for actions are the part of the physical way. Actions in the new world, of course, are still going to be required because Hal and others are not quite there yet. So what do? I replied. See again. You think action is required. See it, know it, believe it, live it, be it. Okay, but what if I have on my agenda and need steps to take? Yes, they reply, but not in the tense way that you do them, for tension brings resistance and is denying of that which you need and want. I respond, yes. Okay, they say, does Hal understand what we are imparting to him today? Yes, I think so. Then ask questions, Hal. I feel that I'm not really accomplishing anything or what I want to get done. Excellent. Your dream is the clue. Let me stop there for a second. Dream last night, the last few nights, the last few weeks, and I've talked to others are having this as well. Cleanup type dreams, dreams of the past, dreams in which you're cleaning things up, old jobs, old friendships, old relationships, childhood issues, etc. Clean up. That's the dream I had last night. So they say your dream last night is the clue. By taking these actions with their various projects, see it as cleaning up, like in your dreams, to get to where you want to be, which was last night's dream. Clean up the old to invite and open up the ideal way of being, the new. Heaven on earth is this, 5D they're talking about. It requires a purging of the old ways and, more importantly, the old existent energies and planes of existence. You left a portion there to live on. In the dream, portion is left to live on. Yes, I did. Good. That is all that is required of you. When taking the steps of each day, see it as really building towards not what appears to be, but what is to be appearing. I'm going to repeat that sentence again because this is the key. Not for what appears to be, but what is appearing. Oh, I replied, be it first, then it appears. Of course, dear one, being that which you want is the essence of divine creation. Repeat, being that which you want is the essence of divine creation, 5D. The appearing comes up after the fact of this. It is simply the byproduct. By being, it is. It already just is. Do you see and feel this, dearest Hal? I reply, yes. Okay, practice this. I reply, thanks. Of course, dear one, ask, be. Divine love for you, Hal, and all that listen. End. So I'm holding the old dictionary up for a reason, and I'm going to go ahead and simplify what they're saying. If you look up words, I always highly recommend you get yourself a very old dictionary. This is from 1995. It's been earmarked quite a lot. And I'm going to explain why. When I look up the word awkward online, it says causing difficulty, hard to do or deal with, some awkward questions, or causing or feeling embarrassment or inconvenience. When I look it up in the old dictionary, it says clumsy, ungraceful, difficult to explain, and difficult to deal with or embarrassing. So you see how the older dictionary actually has a more concise and more powerful meaning. So things for all of us right now, the reason I'm bringing this entire story up, things seem awkward right now because we have a blank slate. Things have been cleaned up on this planet. The inversion of the dark matrix, we're back to a model, because a matrix is just simply a model, a paradigm, another word for a model, that we're supposed to be in. This is our natural state where we are at this very moment here on Gaia. But it's a blank slate. It's though we've been in a cage and that cage door is opened. We're no longer in a cage. So we're in this blank slate and we're feeling awkward. We're feeling clumsy, ungraceful, difficult to explain, right? That requires some cleaning, some purging, some doing those sorts of things. But the main thing they're stressing in today's message, and they've been stressing this in the last 5 or 6 messages, please go back and watch some of my previous videos. They're talking about us being. None of this thinking stuff. That's just how we've operated in the thinking, logical, intellectual part of our energies for thousands, well, not quite thousands, but I would say thousands of years since the breakup of religion and what's considered natural. We're not supposed to be thinking. The thinking is supposed to be the filter. It's feeling from the heart center, quiet space of, as I've said before, what I would call 0 point, which is your center of your being. That's where your wisdom's coming from. That's where your creation of this heaven on earth, going from 3D, 4D, 5D. 5D is a being and it becomes. It is a knowing and it is. It's a completely different mechanism than here in 3D density. 3D density is law of attraction. We have to take actions. It has to be put into creation that way. Now, I'm not saying don't forget about your bills, don't forget about your responsibilities. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying just shift a little bit more into your heart and being and knowing and feeling to create that which you want in your life. And that's what this entire message is about. I hope that was helpful. Please go ahead and share and like for more and ask comments and questions, and I will go ahead and answer those for you. And I'll talk to you again next time. Bye-bye for now.